All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brothers of Great Millstone, New Orleans. I'm the brother Kushab.
The brother Kalaya.
Coming at you with another lesson. All right, now before we get started, we're going to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us true, rule well, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect, and as well as those that believe in the gospel, and may you endure to the end, Lord willing. All right, and this lesson was inspired, all right, pretty much by the Apostle Rakal, all right, as you had the Dallas brothers, going into it, I believe that was Tuesday, and he was basically, the title of the brother's lesson was, I believe, fight for, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Just bear with me 1 second, it's a lot.
Come.
Right, and the title of the lesson was "Finish Your Work." You see, and as we've entered into other men's labors. Matter of fact, you start me off with John 4:38 about the shop. And ultimately we all trying to get the same reward. All right, which the apostle was going into. About we just have to finish the work. We don't really care about all the other theatrics and the other things that Jake got going on. All right, amongst Israel, all right, creating strife and bringing in these damnable heresies. No, man, our focus is to finish the work. You see? Go ahead.
It's the book of John, chapter 4, and verse 38, and it reads, I sent you to reap that whereupon ye bestowed no labor.
Right, we haven't, before we entered into this truth, all right, when we was just amongst the world, all right, the Lord had sent us. Read it again.
It says, verse 38, I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor.
Right, and we haven't even bestowed any labor yet. You see? Go ahead, though.
If I could say, some of us wasn't even born,
yeah,
right, when these certain things were going on. Okay, when these labors were taking place, when men were, putting their blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, that we gracefully came in, we weren't even born.
Yeah.
This started in what, 1969, 1970.
Yep.
Men were well off, into it, getting after shit, man. And like I said, man, men weren't even born. Some men were doing whatever in the world,
A lot of brothers in this truth that's 40 and under.
That's right.
Which the apostles been pushing this truth 35, 40 years, man.
That's right.
But go ahead.
It reads, I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor, other men labored, and ye entered into their labors.
Right, and we have entered into the apostles, all right, the elder bishops, okay, and the elders, all right, which we're going to get into with this Matthew 20, man, all right, because it's a very, very heavy chapter, all right, and very spiritual as well. You got to be spiritual to receive this thing, man, all right? Go ahead, bro.
Right, this is the book of Matthew chapter 20, and I'll just start at the top. All right, it reads, for the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is a householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers into his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard.
Right, and this man is talking about Yahushua, all right, because he's the one who gives us the spirit, all right, to come and teach this truth directly and correctly. You see? It says, and when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into the vineyard, all right, which is symbolic for going out in the highways and byways, man.
That's
all right, and speaking his truth. Go ahead.
Verse 20 of Slakia. Verse 3, it reads, and he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way. Again he went out about the 6th hour and 9th hour, and did likewise.
Right, so you got the 3rd hour, all right, which is can go into, can be likened, all right, unto what the apostles waking up, all right, early, okay, at the third hour, when you look at a clock, all right, it's right there. All right, it's just starting. Okay, so you got the 70s, all right, where the truth was sprung up, starting with Abba Bivens, okay, which is the first couple of hours. And what did they do? They went out and saw other idle men, all right, and they did what? It says they saw other standing idle in the marketplace and said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way, all right, which can be, you know, likened into the apostles, man, all right, learning other, which they go into all the different stories, all right, about the different high priest Shaw, all right, high priest Ariel, okay, King Masha, all right, which is the men that saw those men standing idle in the marketplace, you see. And it says, and he went out again into the 6th and the 9th hour. All right, the 6th hour can be likened into who? The elder bishops. You see,
right,
that came in under the apostles
around 2007.
Yeah,
you know,
but before the 2007, it was the wave of, you know, like roughly in the 90s, right before
right,
the apostles, right? And listen, because you right on point. It says, and he went about the 6th and the 9th hour. Okay, which can go into who? Our elders, man, all right, the men who taught us, as the brother was alluding to, 07, 08, all right, this can be likened to these things because it was, you know, different waves of generations, right?
Right.
Now, it says, you read verse 6, Baba Kashar?
Khan, I had something,
Khan.
Esdras to get to.
You get it right after this one.
Khan, this is, back in that Matthews 20 and verse 6, and it reads, and about the 11th hour, he went out and found others standing idle, and said unto them, why stand ye here all the day idle?
Right, and you know, me and this brother, we could have been coming in, if we was hearing what? It's the last seconds.
That's right.
The 11th hour is symbolic for, hey, this is the time, all right, for the elect to be sealed, you see? And going on, what, 3, you know, roughly 4 years of knowing the truth, all right, practicing in the truth, all right, we still came in at that 11 hours. So at the end of the day, all right, even though we believe the elect are sealed or being sealed, all right, you still can't make no tarrier, man, because you might never know, all right, that you are part of the elect, you know. But you got your precept, bro.
Khan, you know, just to back up, all right, that point, man, of you know, this truth springing up, starting with Abba Bivens, okay, and you know, starting around the 70s, man. This is our 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 28, and it reads, as for faith, it flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared. All right, and that's, you know, we use that particularly to go into that account. I when Abba Bivens, you know, started preaching this word, man. Okay, in the 70s. Okay, late 60s, going into the 70s. All right, all the way till now, because what? Prior to that, we were in gross darkness, man. All right, we had no idea, okay, who we were, where we were from, who our power was, man. Yeah, and I will say this: you did have men that knew some things, but according to this truth, this doctrine that we follow right now, you see, we had no inclination of it. That was the start of it all.
Yep.
Okay. But that's it for that.
If I could add, just to make a real quick disclaimer, we are not saying, all right, that, you know, this is me speaking as a man, all right, this is it could be, all right, we talk about the 3rd, the 6th, the 9th, and the 11th hour, all right, which is why it's a parable. You see, it's a could be. You know, I'm not saying, oh, this was the set time. No, all right, it's a parable, okay? It can be likened into this, you see?
And I will say this too, because you started out with, all right, you have to be spiritual to receive it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if a man don't receive it, all right, hey, to hell with him, you know?
Yeah.
This is only for the elect.
That's right.
All right?
Yep. You can keep going in that Matthew, though.
Khan, this is verse 7, and it reads, they say unto him, because no man had hired us, he said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive.
Right, and this is still Yahushua. This is still Yahushua. All right, the man that's going and telling them, hey, go into the vineyard. All right, go get the work, basically. You see, because it's a reward. All right, for your labors, man. It's a reward for your recompense. Okay, but it's all gonna come back full circle, and then you got it.
Verse 8, it reads, so when when even is come, the Lord of the vineyard said unto his steward, call the laborers and give them their hire, being from the last unto the first. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny.
Right. So you had men that came in, all right, around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. All right. Then you had a larger number of men coming the 3rd, the 6th, the 9th, okay, as it mentioned. But in between, you still had men coming in. Just because it didn't say the 5th hour or the 4th hour don't mean men didn't come in, right?
That's right.
But it's parabolically speaking, okay? Like I said, the 3rd hour could have been the apostles, all right? The 6th hour could have been the elder bishops, all right? The 9th hour could have been the elders, you see? The 11th hour down to us, the younger brothers, man. You see? Which is why it's a parable. But the point of the matter is that they all received a penny, you see? Because what? The Lord hired them, all right, to work in the vineyard, all right, to get the work, you see? In order to do what? Receive a penny, all right? Not more because you came in at this time, or not less because you came in at this time. No, you still received a penny, you see? Which is ultimately what? The kingdom, man. Salvation, man. You see? This is why you have to be spiritual to receive this. Go ahead, bro.
And also, you know, that shows a great bit of humility too towards our elders, man, and our apostles. Okay, because yet, Lord willing, all right, me and this brother received that penny, okay, for our works and our belief, man. But that's a great feat, man. That's a great amount of humility, okay. Meaning, you know, those men are humble enough to say, man, I'm gonna share that penny with, you know, with those brothers. It don't matter about what they get and what I get.
Yeah.
All right.
Because that's what the apostle said. He said, man, we don't care about double honors and this, that, and the third. Hey, man, we want the same reward that us younger, all the way down to the youngest man. All right, we want the same reward. All right, and that's what sparked me to do this lesson.
Right.
Because you know, you think about it like, you know, man, the apostles they've been working for 30, 40 years. Catching hell, all right, enduring. But at the end of the day, they just want the same thing we want, you see? But this is why we opened up with the John 4 and 38, you see? Because we have entered into their labors, man.
That's
all
right.
Now,
I can keep going in that, I believe.
Because I got one to back that up.
Okay, yeah.
Let me see. It's 9. I'm gonna grab this one. This Matthew chapter 9, verse 37. It says, then he said unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. You see, and that's what, you know, like the Apostle Tahar say all the time. Hey, there should be 1,000, 1,000,000 camps, all right, camps on every corner, man. All right, because there's still work to be done. You see, the work has to go forth, okay? The Lord has to put his word out, okay? Week in, week out, people are being marked for destruction. You see, there's still men that's coming out, all right, first time, second time out to the camp, man. You see?
That's right.
Some men are being still marked for salvation, you know? But it's going to be men that come in at the last second too. You see? Men that come in at the 12th hour, man. All right? When all hell is breaking loose, you see?
Yeah, you got men that's going to come in at the very last second, man. Not because they want to, but because the Lord wants his story to go that way. Whomever that man may be.
Yep.
You know?
And I'm going to read this real quick. This is Matthew 3 and 8. It says, bring forth, therefore, fruits, meet for repentance. You see? And we go out to the vineyard, all right? We go out and work, okay, on the highways and byways. Like I said, the vineyard, okay, is representative of the chief place of concourse, all right, where our works are being recorded, all right, and even week in, week out, putting up these video epistles like this, man. You see? And we ultimately to do what? To bring forth the fruit that's meet for repentance, all right? The fruit that's meet for repentance, okay, is ultimately talking about the elect, all right? Now, you got something?
And if I could, I do.
Yeah,
you know, even getting up with brothers, you know, outside of videos or lessons or conference calls, man, that's tending to the vineyard as well, man. Because what? you know, I'm a man that have done husbandry. Right, I that was a line of work, you know, for myself. And one thing we had to do every so often was we had to repair the tools, we had to sharpen the tools, we had to oil the machines.
That's right.
Okay, so that's likened unto the men, right, that's doing that vineyard keeping. Okay, and you know that's a part of that.
Yeah, and if you made me think about something, if I could make a point, you know, when you are working in the vineyard, all right, everybody has a certain role, certain positions that they play. You see, which is, you know, how the Most High set up order. Okay, so let everything be done decent and in order. You see,
that's right.
So you better believe in the vineyard there's an order and everything is running like a what? A well-oiled machine.
That's right, brother.
You got it though.
Yeah, this the book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 15, and it reads, "Hate not laborers' work, neither husbandry, which the Most High hath ordained." Okay, and we're not talking about actually putting your hand, you know, in the soil and in the earth, man, pulling out herbs and shit. Okay, we're talking about actually, you know, working in this ministry, man. All right, the spiritual aspect of it. Okay. It shouldn't be a burden to you to get busy, you know, with these scriptures, man.
Yeah.
All right, making time for Akim. Okay, going out to the highways and byways. All right. You know, it says, hate not, love it not less, man. You know, because the Lord had ordained it. And not only did he ordain it, but he could have said, man, y'all go do this work for nothing.
Yeah,
no penny.
No penny.
You know?
Yeah, then what?
But he's so gracious enough to even, you know, throughout all of our mishaps and our fuck ups and slips and falls, even he gonna still give us the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
You know? So who are we to say, you know, hey, that man don't deserve a penny because he only worked a minute on the clock.
Right.
And I've been here all day.
Right.
How you gonna tell the boss what to pay his workers?
Exactly.
It's not coming out of your pocket. It's not hindering you. That's just a jealous move, man. And you usually see that with those jakes that be at the job. They've been there for a long time, but they ain't upright, man. They're not real men. You know? And we can liken that kind of guy unto those other camps, man. You know? They all tighten the pants about some shit. Go ahead.
We even had a guy like that, you know, when we came in, you know?
Yeah, bro. You know, it's like, how, bro?
Hey, man. Yahushua, everything was, all dominion, everything was given to Yahushua. And what Yahushua doing? He giving it to us, man. He's sharing it. They say the scripture says we're going to be joint heirs, man. So, yeah, the Lord is giving, he's sharing everything with us. So why wouldn't you want to share, all right, with a brother that's righteous, man? A brother that's seeking the wisdom. Go ahead.
What if Yahushua said, man, these men, they didn't get crucified.
Yeah.
You see, they didn't, you know.
They didn't do what I did, Lord.
Through it spiritually and also in our own sense. You see, but as far as the multitude of sufferings that Yahushua went through, what if Yahushua would have said, man, nah, Lord, you know, hey, I don't want to share it with them.
Yeah.
They only,
then what?
You know.
Then what, man?
But nevertheless,
I got one to back you up real quick.
Come on, you got it.
There's 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11. It says, "In that ye study to be quiet,
yes, sir,
and to do your own business, and to work with your own hands, as we commanded you." You see, and we got to do our own business, and we got to do our own work, man. All right, we got to work with our own hands in order to what? Receive that reward. You see, to receive that penny. You see, you can't go into the vineyard and just go in the vineyard and you just sitting there with your hands behind your back, just, you know, looking around, man. No, you got to work with your own hands, man. You see, you can't just be out here being in the vineyard being idle, all right? Because the Spirit's going to search you out, all right? And he's going to get rid of you, man. You see, the parable didn't say a man going to the vineyard and not work. No, all the men that had to go into the vineyard, they had to work. You see? So you got to do this work, man. All right? You got to preach this word directly and correctly. Okay?
That's right, man.
All right? You got to work with your own hands. You see? The scriptures tell you to work out your own salvation in fear and trembling, man. Okay? A brother can't work out your salvation for you. You see? But ultimately, all right, is all to do what? Receive that reward in the end, man. All right, that penny, all right, which is the kingdom of heaven. You see? Now this is it's the book of Revelation, right? Chapter 14, verse 4. It says, oh, come on, thing.
If you want me to get it, I'll grab it.
Fucking blue letter, bro. You know, it'd be buffering sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Revelation 14 and 4. It says, these are they which will not defile with women, all right? Which goes into what? The philosophies, the doctrines, all right? Being mixed up with all of those different things in the world, you see? It says, for they are virgins, all right? Being spiritual virgins, all right? Only having eyes for Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, you know? It says, these are they which follow the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai, whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and unto the Lamb, right? Now I'm going to get this word, the first fruits, okay? Which says Strong's G, come on, bro. Strong's G.
For the precept.
Strong's G 536.
Aparche, all right? And I'm going to get straight to the point in the outline of biblical usage in the third definition. It says persons superior in excellence to others of the same class, you see? Because in the kingdom of heaven, all right, the elect are going to be on a more superior level than a regular Israelite, all right? A 2/3, okay? They won't have, even though, you know, as the scripture says in Romans 11, all right, all Israel will be saved, all Israel will enjoy and have a delight, all right, in the abundance of peace in the kingdom of heaven, okay? But it's going to be a upper echelon, all right, with the 1/3, the 144,000, right, the governing body, man, you see? But this is what we are fighting for. This is the penny, all right, that the Lord has blessed us with the opportunity with as laborers, all right, to be a part of the first fruits, man. You see, because all of Israel are not going to be a part of the first fruits, all right? All of Israel cannot receive this penny, all right? And 2/3 will be cut off and be put to death here, right here in the shores of America, man. You see? You got it.
If I can say, yeah, you know, and that's what makes this experience an extraordinary experience.
That's right.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity that we have to work in this vineyard. There will be no more working, for us in the kingdom. So why not work now?
Yep.
And that's starting, you know, hey, I'm talking to myself first and foremost, and to those whoever it need to be told to, man. You know, really all of us, because the scriptures tell you can go, you can't go far enough for the Lord, man. You know. In respects of moderation and balance, okay? But, you know, nevertheless, man, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, okay, to get your hands dirty and work for the Lord and receive that reward that the Lord have for you, man.
Yeah.
And when you start to think about it, look, this how deep it is, bro. The Lord created certain spirits just to, you know, receive that penny, meaning the whole earth, the world, the universe was created for those specific souls to be at the top. It's not like a contest or whatever. The Lord already know who gonna make it, man.
That's right.
So he literally had all of this done for Yahweh Shai's sake, and then Yahweh Shai had certain men that he wanted to rule with him, and that's the facts, man.
Yeah. Point
blank, period.
And those same first fruits were the spirits that were with Yahweh Shai in the beginning.
Creating this, man.
You see? Creating it, all right?
You had that Daniel, yeah.
You can bring it up.
Just so, you know, to give some clarity on it, man. This is Daniel 12:2, and it reads, "And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall wake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt." You see, so out of that confusion, you had some that was gonna wake up, and see this marvelous light. They were gonna rub their eyes, and see this marvelous light. But then you had others that's gonna remain in that slumber state, which are 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. You know,
Yep.
and it says that they will it says, Salakia, some to everlasting life, and some to shame in everlasting contempt. Okay, so they're going to be ashamed. 2/3 of the nation of Israel will be ashamed that they didn't work in that vineyard. Okay, when they were called to work in a vineyard, because you have a lot of men that were called to work in the vineyard. All right, you have a lot of men that went in a vineyard and picked up the plow and did what? Put it down, man.
Yep.
You know, so that's going to lead to everlasting shame and contempt. And if I can say one more thing, you know, this brother, he alluded to it. Hey, all of Israel will have their eyes wiped of those tears. Okay, we're going to, you know, enjoy the benefits of the kingdom, all right, being Israelites, but they won't have that same status or same, you know, classification as the elect, man.
Sitting at the king's table, man.
That's right, sitting at the right-hand side of Yahushua, man. You got it, beloved.
Man, what the hell? Brother, look
With
at
him with
this.
the servant.
Look at the NLT. This is Revelation 14 on the right, and this is Hebrews 6 on the left. So
Yeah, bro.
So like it, because I wanted to read this in the NLT.
The technology, it'd be crazy, bro.
This is crazy.
I'm gonna do like the brother and just buy NLT Bible and have that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, here you go. It's working. This is Hebrews 6 and 9. All right, I'll read the KJV first, then I'll read the NLT. It says, "But beloved, we are persuaded better things of you, and things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your works and your labor of love, which ye have shewed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister." So you still doing the work, all right?
Right.
You can't do the work in the vineyard for X amount of time and then say, all right, I'm done. You can't clock out,
Yeah.
all right? The Lord gonna clock us out when we hit the chariots, man, all right? I don't want to write this out.
And if I could say, hey, the Lord, he tell you what, count the cost. Did you
Yeah.
not count the cost? Meaning, you ain't know what you was coming to get paid, which is that penny. You ain't know what time it start and what time it end. All right, when you came to this business, all right, like Yahushua referred to his father's business, all right, there was understanding. Look, it ain't over until the Lord says it's over, man.
That's right.
You know, until those missiles blow up and Jake get beamed up on those chariots, that's when it's over, man.
Yep.
Now the Lord will do what? He will put our tongues to the roof of our mouths. In a ministry on stop.
Yep.
All right, these video epistles, things of that nature gonna stop by way of you know, certain things that are gonna be happening on the earth. But being in this truth, all right, being an Israelite don't stop.
Yep.
Following after Yahushua don't stop.
Your integrity.
You don't, Salakia, you don't start eating pork just because you don't see the men on the highways and byways no more, or the videos.
Yeah, you ain't ate in 2 days in the middle of JT and all they got is pork over there. What you gonna do?
A can of Spam and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
You don't, nah, that's not what that means, man. You got to keep following the things in which we have been taught,
Yep.
all the way until the end. And it's easier said than done, but it has to be done.
Yep.
But you got it, huh?
God, this verse 11 is gonna back up everything you just said. It says, "And we desire that every one of you do shew the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end." You see, all the way until the end. So you can't stop. All right. Once you get bid, all right, bid to the marriage. I wanted to grab that too, but it kind of passed. But you know, once you enter into that vineyard, all right, and you see men working with their hands, all right, and you see men plowing, all right, you have to do it until the end.
That's
you
right,
see,
man.
once you change and put that old man to death, all right, you have to put on that new man until the end. You see, your integrity got to be upright. You got it.
Because it's an agreement, right?
Yep.
We have entered into a covenant with the Lord by
A
coming
blood
into this
covenant.
truth.
Yep.
It's either it was blood in and it's blood out, man. You know, we shed blood, sweat, and tears. Okay, Yahushua spilled his blood. You see, for us to have grace and mercy, and to do whatever you want just because you don't see the ministry or just because you fell off. It's as though you saying Yahushua's sacrifice wasn't worthy, man. You know, So in turn, it's blood out. Your blood.
Yup.
Your blood must be spilled. Okay?
I got
I got
one more
something
verse.
too for you.
Go
Go ahead.
It's verse 12, Hebrews 6 and 12. It says that ye be not slothful.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So when you get in the vineyard and you get to working for that penny, you can't be slothful. All right? You gotta be on fire. You gotta be fervent in the spirit, man. You see?
That's
it
right.
says, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises. You see? Followers of who? The men that was before us, man. All right, our elders, all right, the apostles, the elder bishops, all right, the older brothers, man, all right, followers of them, all right, because what? Out of our Artazar, we'll all inherit the faith, Salaki, we'll all inherit the promises through the what? Faith and patience that we have been taught from
right.
the older men. You see? You got it, though.
Yeah, this is just to back up, what that slothful man represent. Okay, this the book of Sirach, chapter 22 and 1, and it reads, "A slothful man is compared to a filthy stone,
Yep.
and everyone will hiss at him out of disgrace." All right, going back into that everlasting shame and contempt. Even on this side, you have men. All right, we laugh at stories of men that then fell out. All right, with respects of that it could happen to any one of us.
Yep.
All right, but hey, that's why we keep our faith up, man, and do the things thereon that we have learned to keep us in this truth.
That's
And
right.
Lord willing, hey, our prayers work. All right, and that's another thing too. Brothers got to pray for longevity, man.
Yeah,
The
correct.
elders before us, the elders, bishops, all right, the apostles, man. They tell brothers, younger brothers as ourselves, man. Hey, pray for longevity. All right, pray that the Lord have mercy on you when you fall into a rut. Because a rut you're gonna fall into them. Scripture tell you that a perfect man falls 7 times. All right, but he still get up. Roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But hey, we look at those men like, damn, what a disgrace.
Yeah.
What value do a filthy stone have? Huh?
No value.
This verse 2, it reads, "A slothful man is compared to the filth of a dunghill. Every man that takes it up will shake his hand." And that's talking about shaking your hand at it, like wagging your hand. I don't know a person that pick up dung and is pleased with that.
Right. Why
You
would
know?
you even pick it up?
But nevertheless, and I had one more if you ain't had nothing else.
I got one more. I got one. I'm gonna end it off on.
Con, I got one real quick.
You got it.
This Revelations 2 and 25, and it reads, "But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come." All right, what do we have already? All right, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, all of the things that we have been practicing, all right, and believing in and having faith in, man. These are the things in which we have already. Okay, it reads, "And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end."
Finish your work.
You see?
Finish your work, man.
I'm gonna read that again.
Yeah.
"And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessel of a potter shall they be broken in shivers, even as I have received of my Father."
That's right.
Going into being a joint there with your house shot, man.
Yep.
But it all starts with finishing your work, man.
That's right.
You got it.
Yeah. You gonna grab this Sirach
Yep.
11 and 21 for me? I'm gonna grab this other one.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, and verse 21. And it reads, "Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor."
Right. So you can't marvel at the works of sinners. All right. You have to trust in the Lord and do what? Abide in your labor. All right. You abide in something. That means you continuing in it. You see? Go ahead.
It says, "For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich."
Are we not poor men out?
Con.
Are we not the poor of this world that's rich in faith?
That's right.
All right. Is that penny not going to make us rich out?
Rich won't even, and you gonna have to create a new word,
Yeah.
all right, to explain the wealth of Yasharahla in that day, man.
Yeah.
Especially the elect.
Yeah.
You see, that word rich, wealthy, those things get burnt up over here, as well as this bastard ass language.
That's right.
Those words, they won't even, what Paul said. When Paul seen the kingdom, it's like he didn't have no words to utter it.
He couldn't utter it. Yeah.
You know, there was nothing that no word that he could have made up to describe it. So, you know, being rich on this side is a small thing, man. The Lord could, and even on a carnal level, man.
Mm-hmm.
Lord is telling you, hey, don't marvel at what Edom got, what these rappers got. All right, even you have certain men that's not even doing per se wicked acts. You feel me? Entrepreneurs or whatever, but they ain't in this truth.
Right.
So by default, they wicked. You see?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and basically, don't marvel at that, because at the end of the day, those people are sinners too, man. They not in this truth. They not getting to this business, doing this work. You see? Don't marvel at it. The Lord will throw something your way. You just gotta have faith and wait, man.
Yep.
But you got it.
Read 22 for me.
Yep. Verse 22, it reads, "The blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly.
Yep.
And suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish."
Yeah, in the twinkling of an eye. You see? At the snap of a finger, our blessing is going to flourish. Why? Because what? We've endured to the end.
That's right.
We be those men. You see? Which is Lord willing in the Hebrew. Okay? It says suddenly, okay? He's going to make his blessing flourish. All right? So you better believe when those laborers are rewarded, all right, for their work in the vineyard, that blessing is going to be, what it says in 2 Corinthians, I had not seen,
Yes,
ear had not heard the things which the Lord had promised to them that love him, man.
That's right, man.
Okay? So you better believe that blessing is going to flourish and that there's a reward, all right, for the work that we're doing in the vineyard, all right? Now, you grabbing something?
Yeah, I'm gonna. If I don't get it in the next couple seconds, don't worry about it.
Come on.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all love.
What you looking for?
Many mansions.
Oh, John
All right.
14 and 2.
Con. This is the book of John, chapter 14, and verse 2. And it reads, I just get one as well. It says, "Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in Yahweh. Believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have not told you. I go to prepare a place for you." I brought that out because the Lord said, and that's in red letters, the Lord said that he wouldn't have told us it was so.
Yep.
So going back to that parable in Matthew 20, if there wasn't a penny for us to receive, the Lord wouldn't have told us, hey, your reward will be a penny.
Yeah.
Okay? He wouldn't have told us that.
Hey man, Yahweh's John, he been preparing the place since he went up to the Father on the right hand, man.
That's right.
Over 2,000 years ago, the Lord been preparing this place, man. So what you think that place gonna be like? Brother, we talking about the creator of the universe, all right?
That's right, huh?
What do we? It's nothing that's gonna compare to this reward, all right? Which is that penny. You see?
And if I can say that penny starting off with what? Salvation from this destruction, man.
Yep.
You know, Jake like to skip to the kingdom, but forget the part of our salvation. That's the beginning of that penny. All right? There's so many things that come with that, man. Rulership over the nations, the earth, all right, the heavens, the angels. Okay? But first and foremost is salvation. That's what's going to come first, man.
Yeah.
All right? Being swooped up. Hey, and even much so, spiritual powers.
Yeah. Let's
You
try to
see?
get started on spiritual powers, brother.
You know, so that penny, you know, Jake here penny, and
Yeah.
you know, think is worth nothing, but it's more than what your mind can conceive, man.
Yeah, you can't even fathom it, man.
That's right, brother. But that's all I have, bro.
Kind of, I ended off in here. This 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58.
Yes.
It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord." All right, and our labors ain't in vain, man. All right, it's reward. That penny, all right, as me and the brother been going into with the premise of this lesson, is going to be the reward, man. Okay, so you have to be unmovable. All right, not being able to be shaken. All right, the scripture tell you about a parable with a man that builded his house upon a rock. All right,
That's right.
and there's a parable about a man that builded his house upon the sand, man. You see, so you got to build your house upon a rock. All right, and be unmovable in this thing, steadfast. All right, continuing to be fervent in the spirit and always abounding in the work of the Lord, man. You see why?
Right.
Because we have a great recompense for our reward, man. That's how it go. You have a great, recompense, reward. You know, however it goes. So
A recompense is a reward.
That's right.
You know, so
yeah.
nevertheless,
So, you know, and any closing points?
yeah, you know, just going back around to the premise of this video, what we started out with, our elders and apostles, okay, those men have showed humility, they've showed steadfastness, all right, they have built their house upon that rock and have assisted other men through the power and spirit of Yahushua, all right, to build their houses upon that rock. You see, and these men that are before us, not just the apostles, but the elders, the elder bishops that come up under them.
Yep.
You see, all the way down to our elders, okay, been in 18 years. However, you know, we need to follow suit, man. Okay, follow suit. It don't matter if the man that just came in is receiving the same penny. Okay, follow suit, because you have men that's before you that have showed you the perfect example of how to be and how to wait on that reward, man.
That's right.
And keep working while waiting on that reward.
Yep.
They didn't just put their plow down and say, Lord, I didn't work for 30 plus years. My reward is coming, right?
Nah, still working.
No, they still working.
Always abounding. Still abounding, man.
You know?
Minister and do minister.
That's
see?
right. You got it, though.
Yeah, man. So with that, you know, we're going to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessed salutations to the hopefully elected. To the next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Wa Baba Ball.
A Bible ball.